welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy, Parsegan renovated, and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time today. So many legends in this game wore the winged helmet or the golden dome, and they'll try to live up to that rich heritage in this one.
Two of the winningest programs in college football, obviously going at it for big-time bragging rights.
Lots of national championships, lots of Heisman trophies shared between these two programs, and some of the best fans in all of college football as well.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over, and the Irish going to be ready today.
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision-making in this game.
Excellent field position here for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He's looking to throw on third and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harrison. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the ball's free in the backfield. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, but it'll be marked for no gain. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this route.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Try to get it to the edge. Turns it on at midfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many junk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about that D coming up with a play like that? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets and making the big play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on that.
Got a man. It's Loveland. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Feeling nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. There he goes to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball, they wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly, using his legs to buy some time. Still running at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Might be looking to run. Trying to make magic on the scramble. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Leonard. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Now they'll run it to the right here. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Leonard. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, bro. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air, it's Warren. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's what.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll fire. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional showdown between the Fighting Irish and the Maize and Blue.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got the screen set up. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They're able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Leonard. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He's going to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here come the Irish back on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Irish! And the stomping has commenced. Notre Dame looks as if they're warming up for a victory march as they push out this lead.
The Irish getting the momentum going late in this rivalry game with Michigan, doing everything they need to do, Palmer, to finish this one out.
Yeah, David, Notre Dame, they've been mentally the tougher team in this one. They've made the plays when the plays have presented themselves.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, and they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to pick up the first down in the backfield. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. First down here for the offense. Looking for room. It's Love. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Price. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's still 3rd and goal. Off play action. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Getting some heat.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game.
Touchdown Notre Dame! And the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah,
and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. On the return, it's Ford.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take
Here
over.
come the Irish back on offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game.